Welcome back to Loyola Today. We have a lot of entertaining things happening both on and off campus this week. First, we'll take a peek into what people are saying about the new Hunger Games movie.
We'll also show you the impact that Loyola's Relay for Life has on the community. It's all coming up on Loyola Today, a student-produced program highlighting what's going on around Loyola and Baltimore. I'm Laura Dower.
And I'm Sheila Watko. Any fans of James Cameron's blockbuster film Titanic may be interested in a different take on the tragic story. A theater group on campus will be performing a musical version of the tale on a very special anniversary. Here's John Swicata with more.
Loyola's evergreen players have been working hard to prepare their spring musical production of Titanic. The show coincides with an important date in history.
This year is the 100th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic, and we actually close on the exact day that it sank 100 years ago, so that's pretty cool.
The story follows real-life events and stories from passengers aboard the ship.
They should expect to see that everyone on stage, all the characters that are portrayed were real people on the ship. All the facts that are in the show about the ship were actually real. So I think that's kind of like, yeah, it's not Jack and Rose, and yeah, it's not like the love story, but you'll see some funny love stories in there, and it's not all depressing. It's like, there's some funny points in the show, so I think it's a good time.
There is a strong message in terms of connections with different characters, and it's a lot more accurate than the movie. There is no Jack and Rose in this version, so, but they're gonna like it.
Titanic cast members have found the production very challenging yet rewarding, especially with such a demanding rehearsal schedule and soundtrack.
2 years ago I was in Chicago, and also Ron, who's directing this show, was the choreographer for it. That was a ton of fun. But that was more like, okay, we're going to do a bunch of dancing, and the singing isn't that hard. But this time, the singing's a lot harder. Like, the music is awesome. I love it. But it's a lot harder to sing, and it's more of an opera.
We started off pretty hard right after La Strada ended, and had rehearsal probably 5 times a week.
It's always good having something tough that pushes you. This is probably the hardest show I've ever had to do.
Reporting for Loyola Today, I'm John Swicata.
The show will be performed the weekend of April 13th in McManus Theater.
From the blockbuster of yesterday to the blockbuster of today, people are flocking to the theaters to see The Hunger Games. With all the controversy over the violent tone of the movie, our reporter Birshal Titi went out to see what the fans really thought.
As the Hunger Games movie hit theaters this weekend at the Senator, Baltimore moviegoers rushed to the ticket booths for their chance to see all the hype. Fans of the popular movie and the books lined up to see characters like Katniss, Rue, and Cinna come to life, and the successful ticket sales prove it. But fans aren't worried about the excessive violence in the movie.
I've seen violent, but I've seen 300, you name it. It doesn't bother me.
Viewers like Smith seem to agree, and they hit the theater for some candy, snacks, popcorn, and a good movie. For the Senator owner, Andres Londano, the movie seems to be well-liked and accepted.
From the scenes that I've seen and the comments from people that have seen the movies, the director does a good job hiding the violence, kind of keeps it to a minimum, even though the actual story itself, it has very violent moments.
As fans left the theater, they seem to agree with Londano.
I don't think it's really any more violent than a lot of stuff that's on TV, and I think that there's a greater point to the violence. I think it demonstrates something, so I didn't really mind it.
The books were violent. I didn't think they were appropriate for young children, but you know, if you know what the story is about, then you're going to expect it to be violent.
For now, fans all agree that the movie's violence is just a part of the movie's plot and theme. Reporting for Loyola Today, Birshal Titi.
The Hunger Games has grossed nearly $250 million since its premiere. You can catch the movie at your local theaters. We asked viewers what they thought of the movie and how it compared to the book. About 14% said that the movie exceeded their expectations, 50% said it met their expectations, and about 35% said it was actually worse than they expected. When asked which was more violent, about 92% claimed that the book was more violent, while the remaining 8% found more violence in the movie. Also, a total of about 93% said that they preferred the book to the movie.
Could a Loyola student be the next publisher of a book like The Hunger Games? It turns out that Apprentice House is the nation's only campus-based publishing house. Last week, 6 authors worked with Loyola students to unveil their newest works. The publishing house hosted a party to celebrate the launch of the 6 new books. Authors had the chance to mingle with guests and promote their books.
This evening was a great success. We had 6 of our newest authors come and tell us all about their books and do a reading. And what I loved best was hearing their experiences about dealing with Apprentice House and with our students.
I learned so much just about people, myself, and just about the book publishing industry.
Apprentice House lets students design the covers and interior layout, as well as help market the books. For more information on any of these new releases, visit www.apprenticehouse.com.
That's really great that Loyola students actually have the chance to create and design their own books, which are also sold on Amazon.
Loyola always seems to provide a variety of real-world experiences. Stay with us. Up next, we'll take you down the runway at Loyola's own Fashion Week.
And find out how to get involved with off-campus activities. It's all coming up when we return.
Have you ever wanted to be on TV?
Well, we have an opportunity for you. By joining Graycom's news team, you can have the chance for first-hand experience to report and video on-campus events and news.
It's called The Echo. It's a bi-weekly 30-minute show run by students, focusing on everything you need to know about what's going on campus, in Baltimore, and all over the world.
So if you're interested in joining our team, please send your information to Katie Bigley at the email address at the bottom of your screen. Just remember, there's no previous experience required.
So if you can see yourself sitting right where I am now, The Echo can make that happen for you. I'm Brianna Berg.
And I'm Philip Reed Francisco. So come join us on
The Echo.
Welcome back, Loyola. Fashion junkies hit the runway and captivated the audience with the latest trends this weekend.
It was part of the 14th annual Black Student Association Fashion Show. Our own Eric Convery has the story.
Last Friday, March 30th, Loyola's Black Student Association hosted its annual fashion show in Reitz Arena. The 14th year of the event enjoyed tremendous success with a large crowd coming out to witness the art of fashion. The show lasted from 8 to 10 and featured the latest trends in fashion and music. Co-announcers Beershell TT and Kevin Gibb kept the crowd on its feet throughout the night.
Welcome to the 14th annual BSA. Thank you for coming. How was that introduction?
The show included a number of different scenes that focused on many different styles of the latest fashion. These fashions were modeled on the runway by a number of Loyola men and women. The audience was offered a general admission ticket for $14, but also had the option of upgrading to a VIP package for $20. The theme of this year's show was theory. All of the scenes focused on the question, what is your theory? The show is run annually by the Black Student Association, or BSA, which is a part of Loyola's Alana services. Alana is the African, Latino, Asian, and Native American departmental office committed to providing support, services, and programs that encourage the success of Alana students at Loyola. They promote awareness of differences based on race, gender, ethnicity, national origin, culture, sexual orientation, religion, age, and disability. To learn more about Alana's upcoming events or services, visit their website at www.loyola.edu/Alana. Reporting from Loyola Today, I'm Eric Convery.
From the hottest trends in fashion to the latest sounds, Loyola's annual Battle of the Bands shows off some of the best new musicians here on campus. Reporter Victoria Raynone has the story.
Last Thursday night, Loyola hosted the Battle of the Bands in McGuire Hall. 5 bands competed for the opening spot at Loyola-Palooza. The bands were Stereo Style, 11 East, Stone Cold Car Fox, Proofreader, and Beauty and the Greek. The groups were judged by a panel composed of 3 Loyola faculty members with musical backgrounds and 2 other professionals in the business. The panel gave the bands feedback and determined the winner at the end of the night. Beauty and the Greek, made up of seniors Maria Dantas and John Herbster, was named the winner and will open for this year's Loyola-Palooza. The group will open for Jack's Mannequin. If you'd like to watch the performances online, visit WLOY's YouTube page.
Thanks, Victoria. It looks like the annual Loyola-Palooza will have plenty of exciting new talent to show off.
Every spring, Loyola holds Relay for Life, an event that raises money to help fight cancer. But it's more than just a fundraiser. It's a life-changing experience that allows everyone in the community to support, remember, and fight back. We spoke with senior participant Sophia Laricella about her experience.
Came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise.
I think that was important when I first went into relay this past year. My grandpa had prostate cancer in 1995, and then most recently had another instance with it, I guess you could say. And luckily he's fine, but it's still nice to raise money so that someone else doesn't have to go through that. And then my neighbor most recently was diagnosed with lung and brain cancer, and he's doing a lot better thanks to new medications and trials that he's been involved in. So I think that's awesome because people that might have raised money for relay, it's kind of going with that. So I think relay is important for people to, even if they're getting better and they're on the up and up, to continue to donate money to help fund research, give money to families who need it that are going through something like this. People come out, the entire school comes out, and it's really nice to see the school spirit getting behind such an important event. Everyone knows someone who's been affected by cancer, whether or not they were directly affected. So I think that it's important that it spreads awareness as well as raising money. You can start raising money anytime. You don't have to just go to the event. It's all year long that you can be raising money, and Relay has events throughout the year, the committee, for people that are interested and want to sign up, and the committee's great. They're really helpful. I think that creating a team of people that want and have the desire to help end this horrible disease.
This year, the community raised over $180,000. Even though the event is over, you can still donate through August at the Loyola website at www.relayforlife.com/Loyola.
With so many things happening in our on-campus community, it's nice to get off campus on occasion. One way to do this and to challenge your mind is trivia night. Every Thursday night, people gather at Alonzo's for their weekly trivia night. There, you can enjoy a number of great drink and food specials while testing your trivia knowledge with friends. Compete for the night and receive a portion of your bar tab covered, or even win a $50 gift card. If you're feeling smart and lucky, make sure you stop by. I don't know about you, Sheila, but I'm terrible at trivia. I went last week and I learned so many new random facts. It was actually pretty interesting.
That sounds really cool. I think I'll have to go with you sometime. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Loyola Today. I'm Sheila Watko.
And I'm Laura Dower. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.